Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse postgame show. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or you've been here before but haven't subscribed yet, please do so. There's only one game left in the regular season, so come on board. We're very close to 10,000. And turn on the notification bell so you are alerted when I go live or drop a new video, and hit the thumbs up button for me and drop your comments. I'll read them all. They really help me tremendously. You guys are my co-collaborators here. So, Game 81. Knicks hosted the Cavs at MSG, and they lost. 108-102 in a game that they once led by 23 points in the first half. That's right. I have a lot of feelings about this, and I'm just going to basically unload upon you guys my feelings about all of this. I have no highlights, no tweets to show you, nothing. This is going to be straight talk, basically straight talk about what happened and where this Knicks team is at right now. I am very disappointed in the results of this game. And last night as well. The fact that the Knicks went 0-2 versus opponents that are also going to be in the playoffs, the opponents that you hope to meet in the playoffs, and the Knicks could not pull off a win against either of them. So a lot of you are probably wondering, or not even wondering, you've already jumped to the conclusions that this Knicks team doesn't have what it takes to pull off any kind of a run in the playoffs. And I will say to you that you have every right to feel that way. Every right. Especially tonight. Tonight more so than last night. Tonight the New York Knicks played Mitch, Brunson, OG, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. The only starter who wasn't on the squad was Towns tonight. And the Knicks once had a 23-point lead, which I'm sure you already know about. You've been alerted about it. And they lost this game 108-102 on their home court. What does this actually mean in terms of the Knicks' hopes in the playoffs? Well, personally, for me, I still believe that there's too much talent on this team for the New York Knicks to be sent home in the first round. Whoever the opponent is, but we actually know who it is tonight, because officially the New York Knicks clinched the third seed because the Pacers lost. And I don't think the Pacers started any of their starters tonight, so they lost. So the New York Knicks will face the Detroit Pistons, who they could not beat last night. Yes, no Brunson, no Towns, no Mitch. I get it. But they couldn't beat him last night. And they lost the season series 1-3. So, if you are having doubts about the Knicks being able to do anything spectacular or exciting or interesting or even replicate what they did last season in the playoffs, you have every right to feel that way. Every right to feel that way. And I'm not going to tell you you shouldn't. Honestly, I'm not. But if you ask me, do I believe this Knicks team could rise above what they have shown us and have a miraculous deep playoff run? I will say yes. They do have the ability and ingredients on the roster to do that. Do they have the leadership to do it? Now, that is a whole other question. And that is why I asked for Tom Thibodeau to be fired in February or promoted, because I didn't believe he was the right coach for this roster, and he is not. And these last few games have proven that to me. You guys may disagree with me about that, but at the end of the day, these are two losses that should have been wins. They should have been wins. I'm going to show you something right now. Just look at the minutes column. Just look at that. You see any double digits there? No. This is the second quarter. Any double digits? No. Third quarter. Double digits? No. Fourth quarter. One guy with double digits, Max Strus, who was playing great. 3 of 4 from the three-point line, and he definitely was a big factor in why the Cavs were able to overcome us. Right there. Now, I'm going to show you the Knicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the first quarter. Just the first quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Second quarter. Shamet. Damn it, Shamet. Now, Shamet, deserves court time. And where was he in the fourth quarter? Why was Josh Hart out there, who couldn't do shit tonight? Third quarter. OG, all 12. Brunson, all 12. Fourth quarter. Josh Hart, all 12. So Knicks had at least 7 players, maybe 8 players that played double-digit minutes in each in totality of each quarter. Cavs had 1. The reason why I have been calling for Thibs to be fired is because he does not understand the modern game. It doesn't fucking matter if you feel that your guys should be out there because they can handle it. It doesn't matter when the opponent is taking a different tact against you, and a tact is a tactic, especially in sailing. It's very important. A tact is how you approach the wind and approach the waves in the ocean itself. Thibs keeps thinking one way, meanwhile everyone else is going the other way, and they are exhausting your players that you're overworking, and you have overworked all season long. So when it comes down to what's going to happen in the playoffs, and if this Knicks team does not get deep in this playoffs, you will be fired, Tom Thibodeau. And I have been fucking shouting this out the entire, since like late November. Because I could see the writing on the wall. This Knicks team would not be losing right now the games that they are losing if you had managed the squad like in any way, shape, or form that could have actually led to these guys having any gas in their tanks right now. Josh Hart is playing with a runner's knee. That means the only way that knee gets better is through rest or surgery. But, you're trotting him out there. You're playing him. Yeah, you rested last night, but he's out there. You're playing him. He has played the second most minutes in the entire NBA after your own player, Mikal Bridges. And why the fuck was Mikal Bridges playing even tonight? Why? Because he's got this Iron Horse thing, and he's trying to tie that record of AJ Green. So now we're playing a guy who's cooked, who's got nothing because of, whatever, personal goals. This team should be thinking about one goal. And we all know what that is. But it doesn't seem like that. It does not seem like that. And Thibs is trapped. He has created a trap for himself. He cannot get out of it. He cannot get out of it. I cannot believe what I even saw right there. How many players that he played the max minutes in each quarter, and meanwhile the Cavs did not. You're going to tell me we don't have a bench. So you're going to tell me that Craig Porter, Okoro, this guy Jalen Tyson, I don't even know who he is. Oh, they have a bench. George, shut up. They have a bench. So you're going to tell me these three guys are like better than Deuce, Shamet, Payne, and Precious? Like that much better that you need to exhaust your main rotation guys, your starters? If 2 weeks from now the Knicks are eliminated from the playoffs by the Detroit Pistons, there'll only be one person responsible, and that'll be Tom Thibodeau. That's it. Now, that said, do I believe it's done? No, I don't. Because this team has Jalen Brunson on it. It has OG Anunoby on it. It has Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride. And, even though I've issues with Josh Hart, it had Josh Hart. He can give you some great moments. Landry Shamet fucking stepped up. He stepped up tonight. He stepped up beautifully tonight. Look at Landry. Finished 5 of 11 from the three-point line. Shot 45%. 15 points for Landry Shamet off the bench. 12 points for Deuce off the bench. Beautiful. We've had games where the bench gave us 3 points. Total. Tonight they gave us 27 points. But Josh Hart gave us only 8 points. Because he should not be a starter in the NBA. He should not. When someone can be easily schemed against, where you just put a big on him and that totally neutralizes him, then you've got a problem on your offensive end. And he's not that great a defender on the other end. He's actually not even that good a defender. He's like okay-ish. He's like a C+, maybe B- defender on the other end. So, what does he give you? Oh, the hustle. The loose balls. Really? Well, why are those balls loose to begin with? And that really you're gonna base your whole strategy on a guy who can get one or two extra loose balls in a game when he's just giving up points on the other end and screwing up your offense on the other end because he won't shoot when he should when the ball comes his way. If you listen to Thibs' post-game interview tonight, he looked scared. He looked confused. And I honestly, I could say a lot about that right now. That wouldn't be kind. But I will say this. Why the fuck are you feeling that way now? This has been happening all season long. And you created this dynamic, dude. Where was McCullough? Is an amazing defender. Nothing. He's an afterthought. Irrelevant. McCullough could be playing the minutes that Josh Hart is playing. And more effectively. But we'll never know. Because you refuse to play him. What about Dadier? Yeah, he's 19. Who gives a fuck how old he is? He's on the roster, and the dude can fucking play. He's a good defender, and he can hit the three, and he's got great size. We're small. We're tiny. We got tiny little Deuce, tiny little Payne, and tiny little Brunson out there. And even Josh Hart is tiny. He plays big for his size, but he's still tiny. It's just too many stupid fucking decisions by the head coach. If the Knicks do not get out of the first round, Tom Thibodeau must be fired. And if you disagree with that, then please get off this channel. because you do not understand what this channel is about. This channel is about getting to win a championship. And Thibs is not the guy for that if this team cannot get out of the first round. Now, if they get out of the first round and Thibs wakes up, here's my hope. That Thibs, in the days between Sunday and next Saturday, when the Knicks have to play again, he does serious soul searching. And he looks at the data that we all know, that we all see, that's plain as day, that playing Josh Hart on the court has negative impact on this squad. Negative. So, I'm hearing something. What is that sound? I'm hearing like a weird sound in the background. Do you guys hear that? I hope not. I hear some weird sounds. Oh, well. Let's get back to this. Not this. All right, here are the team comparisons. The New York Knicks, I can't believe they got out-rebounded. They're only 23 to 22 assists. Brunson had 2 assists. 2 assists tonight. They took care of the ball, but could only shoot 41% overall. But they shot 39% from 3. 70% from the free throw line. They got crushed in the paint, 52 to 34. Second chance points, 16 to 7. They won that battle, but they got crushed in points in the paint. It's a wash on fast break points. That's embarrassing. So now we look at here. This is for the entire game. The New York Knicks. Here, look. So Jalen Brunson, when you look at his stat line, looks pretty good, right? He scored 27 points, shot 43% from the 3-point line, 53% overall. But then you look here, only 2 assists, and a -6. He was cooked by Garland tonight. Cooked. But look at Mikal Bridges. A -14 for him and a +-. 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. Josh Hart, a -16. He took only 6 field goal attempts. Now you might think, oh, that's good. He's not forcing it. No. When you're a starter and the ball is swinging around and you got the ball and you have an open look, you got to take it. And if you can't take it, that means you're crippling this offensive scheme. You're forcing the offense to find another shot. There's a shot clock, so you don't have the needed amount of time to find that new shot. So now you have compromised your offense, and that's what Josh Hart continues to do. Then you look at Miles. Miles he played half the time that Hart played. He scores 4 more points, and it's a +13 in +-. That is a 29-point swing with Josh Hart on the court and Deuce McBride on the court. Why in game 81 are we still talking about this? Because of Coach Tom Thibodeau. That's why. That is why. I'm so annoyed by this loss. Last night's loss doesn't bother me as much as tonight's loss. Let's look at the standings. Here. So here's the playoff picture. The Knicks will play the Pistons, who I, actually do believe we will beat in a series. And then that means we face the Celtics, or if somehow magically the Magic or Hawks beat the Celtics, we face one of those guys. But who believes that's going to happen? Nobody. So it's going to be the Knicks and the Celtics in the second round. And at this point, from what I've seen and the few adjustments from the head coach and the fight within the players themselves, because they have no fight left. They've been abused. They've been overused. They're all hobbling. Cat has got a bad knee, bad mitt. Brunson, even though he had a nice game offensively tonight, he's terrible on defense right now. And that's where his injury is hurting us more. Because in the past, he had enough to step in front and get a charge call. When was the last time you saw Josh Hart get Jalen Brunson get a charge call since he's been back from the ankle injury? I can't remember once. He's a non-factor defensively. So, and Cat's constantly out of position, constantly missing switches, dropping when he shouldn't. And for the first 3 quarters of most games he's in it, he doesn't play any defense. He does give you some in those last 5-6 minutes in the fourth quarter, but he waits until then. So then you need Josh Hart to be an amazing defender, which he's not. He's not. So it comes down to 2 guys, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. They're not miracle workers, they can't turn water into wine. It does feel like I was really hopeful before because of OG and his, when he turned into a demon. He finally unleashed the demon within him, which we haven't seen in the past couple of games since Brunson's returned. Which sucks. Because what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? You were like a monster before. Now Brunson returns and now you're not? I hate that shit. Hey, what I don't know, but he finished with 15 points tonight. He shot 33% from the field. He shot 22% from 3. What the fuck, OG? Where were you before? You injected me with hope. And now this? What the fuck? Are you hurt or something? Or what's going on? Just annoying, man. Just annoying as fuck. Look at this. Knicks led for the majority of the game. They once had a 23-point lead. They could not hold on when it mattered. This is not a good sign. And I have been incredibly optimistic and hopeful about this team. But this right here, or this, let me point this way. This right here is a bad sign, man. Very bad sign. It reminds me, all right, I'm a very good tennis player and an amazing ping pong player. And many people in my life have come up to me and they try to challenge me. And whatever, I play with them, whatever. They win a few games here and there. But then when it comes down to it, and it comes down to fucking winning time, I fucking go into another gear. I become a fucking animal and I fucking destroy the opponent. And everyone who knows and has played against me knows what I'm talking about. I don't see that in this team. And that is the most distressful thing about this team. Now, is the coach limiting it by the abusive rotations that he has? I do think that. But the players should be able to overcome that themselves. And they're not showing it tonight. They didn't show it. They haven't shown it last night either. So now, we play the Nets on Sunday. Meaningless game. We'll probably win it. Good. get some good mojo. But there's going to have to be some serious soul searching from today to next Saturday or Sunday. Not this Saturday or Sunday coming up, but the next weekend when the Knicks play the Detroit Pistons at MSG. If they lose game one, no way. No way. Okay, that's it. That's the whole recap tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and feelings about this. For the first time in a while, my enthusiasm and excitement for this team has been dampened. Dampened is the right word. Because this was a game the Knicks should have won and held on to. No Donovan Mitchell tonight. I know we didn't have Cat, but when you're the better, when you perceive yourself to be the better team, especially at home, you should be able to win these kind of games. And the Knicks couldn't do it. And I 100% put this all on Thibs. The players get tons of blame. No doubt. But Thibs' rotations are just cruel, man. They are cruel. They are sadistic. They are sadistic. No way, shape, or form to like sugarcoat that. Come back here again. We're back here again. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. 10 and a half. 10 and a half. This is the first quarter. Meanwhile, the Cavs, not one player in double digits. Second quarter, not a single player in double digits, and he went. Atkinson went 9 deep. Knicks. Second quarter was like a little reprieve, but yet still, Shamet plays 10 and a half. Now he played great, but he plays 10 and a half. Where was DeLon Wright? Where was McCullough? Where was Dadier? Eating, like, just fucking sitting on the bench. Cavs, no double-digit players. OG, Brunson played all 12 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, finally, Strus, the first Cav to ever to play double-digit minutes in a quarter. 11 minutes for Max Strus because he was cooking. He was cooking us. They were a plus 13 with him on the court. In that one, we had Josh Hart, who was a minus 14. I'm going to reiterate this. This is Thibs' last hurrah if he cannot get this team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button for me, and drop your comments. Definitely want to hear your thoughts and feelings about anything Knicks. And even though I'm bruised and dismayed by these results, I still believe that there is enough talent on this roster to have a beautiful, deep run in the playoffs. It's just a matter of how they are utilized. All right, I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.